Well, Neil, I guess how did you feel about your performance in your first start at the last game?
I mean, I felt good. It was fun to get out there. It's always kind of fun to run around and play with the boys, and it's just a good experience out there.
Yeah, you did that the Danny U celebration after your sack and a couple other plays. So how much is he on your mind when you play out there?
I mean, it's always on your mind. You're kind of always trying to play for someone else, play for someone bigger than yourself, and it makes it easy when those guys are your brothers, the guys that you love. So it makes it easy to do that for them.
What's it like working alongside McCade in that first start?
I mean, it's great working alongside McCade. He's a great guy. He's knowledgeable of defense. He helps me with the communication that I'm starting to try to pick up as I'm getting out there playing Will for the first time in over a year. But it's great because he knows what he's doing and he's able to help me out there.
What's Danny like as a coach?
He's a great coach. He's very passionate about football. He's passionate about the Bobcats. And you kind of see that when he's out there. So he's always trying to help you, giving me his tips and tricks about if you see this here, try doing this or try this, because he's just a great guy. He's done it for a long time and he knows what he's doing.
What about leadership wise? What does he continue to do even though he's out?
He's a great leader on the team. He's always here. He's doing everything. He's getting extra lifts in. He's doing all that. He runs extra meetings for us during the week when the coaches can't meet with us. So he runs it. He sits there, runs film for us and all that. He's just trying to get us better and trying to get us so we can get to that spot we want to be.
What was your experience like last year, kind of dealing with injury and I guess kind of the process?
I mean, yeah, last year it sucked for me, but it's one of those things you never know how much you love something until it's gone. And not being able to play last year really kind of drove that passion back for playing this game and just trying to play here, play for my brothers.
Yeah. What was your injury last year?
I hurt my ankle.
Ankle,
So,
gotcha.
yeah.
Was that in practice or
No, it was a gold rush.
gold rush? Gotcha. Yeah, I guess what was that recovery process like? Kind of working your way back.
Yeah, it was long. It was trying to get in there, get in with our PT Brian, and try to get everything I can, but not try to go too much to where I hurt myself again. So it was just kind of that ever-ending road of just kind of attacking it as much as I possibly can.
This linebacker room has had such a great lineage, especially in these past recent years. Nolan, Callahan, Troy. What's it like being the next to uphold that standard?
I mean, it's kind of fun because when you're growing up, you look at those guys. They're like the leaders. They're the best players I've ever seen. They're the best linebackers. They're the guys you strive to be. And to be kind of put in that conversation of like, I'm trying to get to that place to where I can be that to the young guys to try to keep that linebacker room going here. Because the linebackers in this room, we want to be the strength of the defense. We want to be able to communicate, know everything. And that's just kind of the biggest thing that those guys showed is they knew everything on the defense. They knew who to talk, and they were the leaders by just how they did, what their example was.
So you transferred from West right before your junior year, or to West from Sentinel. So you played with a lot of guys on the team from both schools. So I guess take me through just kind of your high school career and playing with some of the guys that you're now teammates with.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. So growing up, Zach Cruz's brother is just kind of a year older than me. So we played basketball teams growing up from probably 4th grade to 8th grade. So we played everything together. Then getting to high school, I played a lot more sports, kind of Rylan Ort. And then in baseball growing up, Adam Jones, like the team he played on was like the younger brother team to ours. So we were always kind of around each other, very close. And then moving over to West, I got to play with Paul, Taco, Caden, Max Kimball when he was here, Max Murphy, Connor Ryan when he was here. So it's like a great experience to know these guys and to know what they can do, just kind of seeing them grow up.
And can you explain why you would transfer? Was there any reason you can say?
My family had work,
Gotcha.
just family stuff, yeah.
Sorry, you mentioned Rylan among those. Now he's such a huge leader on this defense. I guess first of all, what have you kind of seen from him at MSU and kind of just the leadership role he has in this defense?
I mean, he's just always been a natural born leader growing up. Everything. He's always been pushing. He has a great work ethic, and you can kind of see it in the weight room. He's not the biggest drive you guy, but he's going to get you going. He's going to work. He's going to do everything that he possibly can to get this team better. And it's trying to see that and trying to follow in that footsteps to get the team going in that direction we want to get to.
You mentioned all the other Montana guys, but to be, an in-state Montana guy representing the Bobcats, what does that mean?
I mean, it means the most because it's one of those things growing up or even walking around, you always see it's like go Cats go and all that. So it's kind of big when you're walking around or even in the airport and you see a guy in Salt Lake and you got your Bobcat backpack on and his kid walks up to you and says, "Go Bobcats." That's just that means the world to me, and that's kind of why we're out here playing.
It's been the biggest focus for the linebacker room to improve upon. Obviously, you guys been pretty dominant. What's the focus level going into this season?
I mean, we always try to get better every game. We try to learn from our mistakes, figure out what we can do better and what we did that was good. And it's just that thing is we're trying to drive and we're trying to keep the depth going. We're trying to bring these next guys up. I'm trying to keep going. I'm trying to get better. There's a lot of stuff I still need to work on as a player, and I need to work on knowing the defense and just playing football. So it's just trying to get better every week until we can get to that point we want to get to.
You guys have no trouble with explosive offenses, opposing offenses. You're going to face another one in Eastern this weekend. Anything that stands out about them and your game planning?
I mean, they're a great offense. They're very explosive. They have the capability to do a lot of stuff to a lot of people. So a lot of our main focus is we're going to try to contain them a little bit, try to not give up the explosive plays. But they're such a good offense; it's going to be really hard to do that.
Not be too hard for you guys, as we've seen so far this season.
Sorry, just one more on Rylan. You saw him a little bit at the high school level. I guess what kind of athlete was he back then? And then I guess did you kind of see him reaching these heights?
Oh, he's always been a great athlete. Growing up playing football, watching him. He was a quarterback in high school and a jab thrower, so the coach didn't really let him play as much defense as he'd want to growing up. But you could see when they put him in at safety in some of those games that he was just a really good athlete and a great football player.